Turn to page 394. Which one of you can tell me the difference between an animagus and a werewolf?
An animagus is a wizard who elects to turn into an animal. A werewolf has no choice. With each full moon, when he transforms, he no longer remembers who he is. He'd kill his best friend if he crossed his path. Furthermore, the werewolf only responds to the call of its own kind.
Oh!
The term werewolf is a contraction of the Anglo-Saxon word were, which means man, and wolf, werewolf, man, and wolf.
And welcome to ECF Howling in Paris. We are live, continuing our international tour here in Paris, France. I am your master of ceremonies, as always, Jared Extreme. We are sold out here in Paris. I cannot wait for this great show we have here tonight. Call All-Stars title on the line for the first time in ECF history. Brandon Wolfe, Andrew Kelly, one last time. But it looks like we're starting things off with the man that last week in open fight night became the #1 contender for Jeff Garnett's Undisputed Championship. They will go head-to-head at our upcoming CPV Rumble or Riot 2. Here he is. It's Phil Bradshaw. A very different Phil Bradshaw than what we're used to. This is not a man that, in recent times you've seen Bradshaw kind of redeem his image, go for a more family man, a man of the people. Now this man seems he's dressed in all black. He's been described by many as bitter, more determined. I mean, this is a man that was screwed out of a title opportunity by Garnett himself, and Bradshaw came back roaring with revenge. Defeated Fisk, AJ Drake, and the returning Stephen Jones to earn an opportunity, and he's not scheduled to compete tonight, but we know he definitely has a lot in his mind. We haven't heard from him since his return after a couple weeks where we didn't know if we'd ever see him again. And let's see what the man formerly known as the Living Legend has to say. So it's been a while since you last saw me, since you last heard from me. Last time you saw me, I was at my lowest point. It was a Phil Bradshaw I didn't recognize. A Phil Bradshaw I wasn't proud of. A Phil Bradshaw that needed to be swept away from this earth. I was caught up in a battle in my own brain. A battle between the man I used to be and a man I currently was. But now that son of a bitch Vinny Sprelly, for better or for worse, is out of my life, and it will always eat away with me, and I will always be very bitter that he got the last laugh. That man you once knew is gone. The Phil Bradshaw that kissed babies and shook everyone's hand and politely stepped to the back of the line so other people could get their spotlight, their chance to shine, their chance to become world champion is gone. Because I am a new Phil Bradshaw. This isn't the old fancy cars and flashing lights Phil Bradshaw, no. This is a new Phil Bradshaw. This is a bitter, a sinister, a fierce Phil Bradshaw. And Jeff Garnett just happens to be the one that awakened this within me. Now, I've gone through a lot in my career. I've watched my own son get stepped on and hurt because of what goes on in this ECF ring. I've won many championships. I've suffered heartbreaks. But the one thing that's eluded me since we've gone to this YouTube era is once again becoming ECF Undisputed Champion. And what drove me back after I sat on the sidelines for quite a bit, I needed to find myself. But what drove me back was the man that drove me away in the first place. Jeff Garnett, I don't know what your problem with me is, but you need to remember something. You may claim to be the best undisputed champion of all time, but who was the one that held that belt for 6 years, carried this company on their back before you were even in this ring? While you were still in your diapers, I was main eventing shows for this company. So Jeff, I am your new challenger. You can forget about David Salmon. You can forget about Stephen Jones. You awakened a monster in me, Jeff. And come Rumble or Riot 2, I will become a 2-time undisputed champion. And there is nothing you can do about it, because I will win that title by any means necessary. You are dealing with a new Phil Bradshaw. Bradshaw you don't want to mess with. And at Rumble or Riot 2, Jeff, you're fucking dead. Very strong words there by Bradshaw, not mincing anything, but hold on a second. This is very interesting. I mentioned briefly, one of the men Bradshaw was able to get out of in that fatal 4-way was this man right here, ECF's resident hero killer. It's Fisk. And Fisk cannot be a happy camper whatsoever. Many people may have thought that he was on the verge of becoming #1 contender for the Undisputed Championship, but he got in a little bit of a scuffle with AJ Drake on the outside. Drake speared the two of them through the barricade, and they were both out of commission for the rest of the matchup. Reigniting a rivalry of sorts between Fisk and AJ Drake, a rivalry that dates back many years. Fisk is storming to the ring. Clearly, he's got to be displeased with Bradshaw's newfound opportunity that he believes quite possibly should have been his. Phil Bradshaw, welcome back. You say these things, and I bet you think of yourself as a hero. Well, I don't know if you've heard this, but people around here now seem to call me the hero killer. Now, you took something from me last week, and I'm not one to easily forget. So tonight, you won't need to worry about making it to the Rumble, because I'm going to end your career before you can even get there. Fisk laying down the challenge. He wants Bradshaw today! Oh my God! Immediately making a statement by laying him out with Mjolnir's Wrath, and it looks like it's already official tonight. We're going to see Phil Bradshaw take on Fisk. But up next, we've got a tables match with big hardcore title picture implications as Mason Kronik takes on Steven Syntax. But this is a tweet we've been seeing. The impact has been heard around the world. We've been seeing a new Mason Kronik all over the car wrestling scene. The motherfucker is indeed dead. We've seen a new dangerous Mason Kronik that we're going to get our first taste of here in the Extreme Confederation tonight. Is either him or Steven Syntax will walk out Brandon James' next challenger for the Hardcore Championship. Glass shattering, symbolizing the old Mason Kronik, is long gone. And in its place we have the new Mason Kronik. A more dangerous, a more murderous Mason Kronik. The most dangerous man in car wrestling today has stepped into the building. Mason Kronik is here in Paris. The current reigning, defending COH World Heavyweight Champion. He's looking to get another shot at the title. Of course, back at Day the Black Sun, we did see Kronik get a shot at that title in a triple threat match against Scott Adams and Brandon James. That was when James was able to get the Hardcore Championship. Kronik unsuccessful that night. Tonight, he looks to right that wrong and get back on the winning ways. Of course, Kronik was not involved in the finish of that match. But Kronik, I mean, he saw that as a failure. I mean, what led to this new change in demeanor, this change in the way he just treats himself? It was a series of high-profile losses in a row, one of them being that loss at Day of the Black Sun. Kronik, you know, that aided him. He said, it's time to make some changes. I'm tired of being, you know, this guy that swears a lot and is overly patriotic. I need to go back to the days of being a monster. And here we have the new Mason Kronik. You know, you can say whatever you want. That never, in my mind, never fails to freak me the hell out. But here comes his opponent, a man that's no slouch whatsoever. It's a man looking to get into singles title contention once again. It's the Dragon of Cape Fear, Steven Syntax. And you know, ever since since Day of the Black Sun, we've seen Diego Montoya, the father of fear. We haven't seen him at all. So he's been radio silent. He's gone off the radar. And since then, Syntax has kind of become the de facto leader of Cape Fear, but we have not seen, I mean, this is not the strongest we've seen this group. Just last week at Open Fight Night in Osaka, we saw them suffer a shocking loss to the Black Lotus. Syntax, of course, was in their corner during that matchup. And we also saw the women's champion, Elisa Montoya, suffer her first loss since gaining that championship when she tapped out to Akira Suzuki. So the Black Lotus definitely has Cape Fear's number right now. Is Steven Syntax going to be able to tee off those distractions and get the stable back into their winning ways? Is he going to be able to take out the new Mason Kronik here tonight in Paris? So we're going to find out right now. The bell's ringing in this matchup. Kronik versus Syntax. The winner of this one goes on to fight Brandon James, and Kronik immediately on Syntax. And Kronik again on to Syntax with the shot, but Syntax going low with that chop block. The match is over. Ring the damn bell. But Syntax continuing after that devastating chop block with that drop kick. And Syntax trying to fight through this new Mason Kronik. Syntax now going straight to the top rope. Does he have planned for this man beast? Dropping the elbow to the back of Mason Kronik. Now Syntax does have control in this matchup for the time being. I guess I spoke too soon. Kronik now back in the picture. Syntax down and kick to the back of the head. Kronik is standing over Syntax as though if Syntax is his prey and he's the predator. In this animal kingdom, boot to the outside, and Kronik is eyeing that table already, and I am getting nervous. Of course, whoever is able to put their opponent through the table first will walk out victorious. Just destroying him on that barricade is Mason Kronik. Now he's got Syntax again in his clutches. Got him hung up against the ring post, and I am scared for Syntax's life. Kronik got some type of a choke in. Drops him back down. Just You can tell, like, the determination in Kronik's eyes is unlike anything that I've personally seen. But Syntax gets him down with that Shining Wizard. Syntax is not going to go down easy. He is fighting back in this matchup. Does not want to continue this losing streak Cape Fear has been suffering. And Syntax, hold on a second, Syntax, Dragon Suplex! And that table came dangerously close to breaking, but the legs underneath it gave way. Table did not break, however. And again, going for that Dragon Suplex, dropping Kronik on his head, trying to do whatever he can to take the big man down. Now Syntax has a hold of that table. Going to use it to his advantage, but Kronik back to the outside and immediately takes Syntax down and just stomps right on the back of the dragon. Kronik now bringing the table into the ring. Seeing that ring as his own personal playground. And now Kronik got him on those guardrails again, and you hold on. Oh my goodness! Uranagi, Syntax lands back first on that guardrail, and now Kronik's got him back into the ring. Kronik sees these hardcore stipulations as his home, of course. Not one to have a stable home. Syntax with the diving knee as he gets back into this one. And Enziguri! And all of a sudden, the tables have turned in Syntax's direction. No pun intended, of course. Why would I ever do such a thing? Got the table set up in the corner. Big drop kick. All Steven Syntax needs to do is send Kronik through that table, and he's got a date with Brandon James at Rumble or Riot 2 for that Hardcore Championship. Of course, we've seen Syntax hold tag gold with Diego Montoya here in ECF, but never ascended to the ranks of a singles championship. A win over Kronik tonight will definitely get him in that direction. Now Kronik got Syntax right where he wants him. Thought he was going to go for the Chronifier. Nails it right there. Chronifier by Mason Kronik. And just like that, this match is once again in Mason Kronik's favor. Chop right onto the table. Just swinging for the fences. What does the new Mason Kronik have in store for Syntax? Big forearm to the face. Followed up with several chops and punches, but Syntax trying to get back in this one. Syntax, hold on a second. Dirty deeds! Done dirt cheap. Drops Mason Kronik right down, and now Mason Kronik is bleeding like a stuffed pig. Syntax now grabbing a chair. You know, it is a tables match, but steel chair is technically legal. This is a no disqualification matchup. Syntax obviously thinking he's going to need more than just tables to take down this new Mason Kronik, and drops him right with the boot right to the face. And now Kronik's got that chair, and I am scared for Syntax's well-being. Now, there are often rumors going around that Steven Syntax, you know, is he dead? Is he alive? Well, if he keeps getting shots like that, you know, we might be seeing an obituary for Syntax after this show. Kronik setting him up. MK47. And you might as well start paying for that funeral right now, because it does not look like Mason Kronik is going to let up against Syntax. MK47 drops him. If he hits that Weapon X and puts him through a table, that's it. No one can get up from that. Now he's got another table in this matchup, and he just smashes the table right into the face of Syntax. And Syntax is just trying to escape. He's trying to crawl his way to safety. But when you're in a ring with Mason Kronik, no part of that ring in any way, shape, or form is safe. He's got Syntax perched up on the top. What is this murderer thinking? Oh my God, no. Superplex through the table. This match is over. And Syntax is dead. There's no way that he can be alive after going through that table that way. A superplex from a man that size. Mason Kronik is going to the Rumble. Oh my God, no, he's not done. Mason Kronik is not done with Steven Syntax. Oh my God! Throwing him head first into that ring post and follows it up with a massive drop kick. You don't typically see men of Mason Kronik's size going for drop kicks like that. But Mason Kronik, of course, defying expectations. Every night he steps into the squared circle, boot to the face again. And Syntax, do whatever you can do to get out of here, but oh boy. This is the nail in the coffin right here. Mason Kronik, the Weapon X, silencing Syntax as the new Mason Kronik is here, and he's more dominant than I've ever seen this man before. Brandon James is going to be shitting his pants right now because he's got Kronik at the Rumble one-on-one.
Let's get it started in here.
And the bass keeps running, running, and 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 running, running.
Everybody, everybody, let's get into it. Get stoked, get it started, get it started, get it started. Let's get it started. Let's get it started in here. Let's get it started. Let's get it started in here. Let's get it started. Let's get it started in here. Let's get it started. Let's get it started in here. Yeah.
Keep running, running, and running, running.
Come on, y'all. Let's get cool. Let's get cool. And while I get cool. Let's get cool. And while I get cool. Let's get cool.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Howling in Paris. And we've got ourselves a homecoming, ladies and gentlemen. The hometown hero is here. John Blackos, the French phenom, is here. And as his shirt says, it is dinner time. The fat bitch thriller here tonight. In his hometown, this crowd going wild for their hometown hero, John Blackos. Blackos, of course, has himself a very important date coming up soon, and I'm not talking about with some girl he brushed shoulders with playing Mario Kart. I'm talking about a date with the ECF Light Heavyweight Championship, as he's got Andrew Kelly in a few short weeks for that title at Rumble or Riot 2. But tonight, John Blackos has another very important matchup, because he's going up against one of our biggest acquisitions. He's taking on this man, Matt Black. This is Matt Black's first singles match since Day of the Black Sun, where he was victorious over Walter Scott. And look who's coming out with him. It's the undisputed champion, Jeff Garnett, who you gotta imagine was watching Bradshaw's promo very closely earlier tonight. You gotta imagine he had a grin ear to ear when Fisk laid him out with that Mjolnir's Wrath. Bradshaw probably Garnett, I should say, probably hoping Fisk takes care of Bradshaw tonight so he doesn't have to worry about him at the Rumble. Ever since this new alliance has formed between Matt Black and Jeff Garnett, it's caused, many questions, much intrigue, much confusion. Matt Black still has yet to give a reasoning behind this new alliance. And Immediately starting off with a vicious combination, concluding with that forearm to the face. But those familiar with Matt Black's history in his home federation of El Dorado Championship Wrestling, you obviously know that this man considers himself the elite. And what better way to make your mark on ECF than to immediately align yourself with its champion. Oh, what a beautiful display there by Matt Black. As much as I don't have many nice things to say about the man personally right now due to his choice of associations, but the man is one of the finest there is in the ring here. Black going for the cover, trying to upset Blackos in his hometown, his home country, but Blackos able to kick out. There's Matt Black, one of the early favorites to potentially win that. Oh, Blackos with the flurry of spinning back fist, and now Matt Black in the corner. Dropped with a big drop kick by John Blackos. Blackos, of course, recently celebrating a birthday. We want to wish a happy birthday to John Blackos, and we hope he got all the bitches and cheese fries to his heart's desire, but Matt Black, clearly not a fan of either of those things, as he just hits a big enziguri. Follows it up with a neck breaker. As I was trying to say earlier, Matt Black, not in a singles match as of now, coming up at Rumble of Riot 2, connects with a big spiral tap, and he's been all over John in this matchup so far. Gonna get him in the center of the ring. I thought he was gonna go for a pinfall. I guess not. Instead, going for springboard, missed on that leg drop. And it looks like his ego cost him there, as now John's back on his feet. And Black goes with a scoop slam. Been trying to say Matt Black looks as though he might be one of the early favorites for the Extreme Rumble match. You gotta imagine the intrigue of him potentially facing off against his ally, Jeff Garnett, at WrestleMania. But John Black was clearly not a fan of that plan as he hit that beautiful drop kick to the outside. And now a kick to the back from Blackos, again targeting the back with that elbow there. Blackos, this is the first time we've seen him in this ring since the conclusion of his best of 3 series match with Ben Hopkins that led to him becoming #1 contender for the light heavyweight championship. We were supposed to see Blackos go one-on-one with Brandon Wolfe last week, but Andrew Kelly had to rain on Blackos' parade and interfere in that matchup before it had the opportunity to begin. We were deprived of that dream match between Wolfe and Blackos. Matt Black again with that combination, drops Blackos to the floor once again. Blackos has been all over Blackos with these strikes tonight. Chop. And now Matt Black, oh my goodness. Matt first goes for the cover, only getting 2, John able to kick out. Now Matt Black up to the middle rope, going for a Phoenix Splash, and connects. John Black was just clutching those ribs of his. You gotta hope Blackos didn't suffer an injury of some kind, especially with the title match so close. Drops the big knee there to the head. Yeah, imagine if John is intimidated by the fact that Garnett is ringside, but that's not clearly on his mind right now as he nails the SOS. And Matt Black able to kick out Jeff Garnett. Tried to get involved with the referee, and now he's getting in the face of John Blackos, trying to help out his partner Matt Black here. And now Matt Black with the Falcon Arrow. Garnett able to assist Matt Black here, and now Black Gonna go for that swinging neck breaker, and he connects. Now he's calling for something. Is he looking? Oh, hold on. He's looking for the kill switch. Kill switch engaged. And this could be it. Matt Black looking to take down the hometown boy, but Black was able to kick out once again. This match continues. Matt Black clearly not pleased with the fact that John Blackos kicked out of that. But Blackos is back up, big forearm to the face. And, ooh! Can't tell if that was an elbow or a knee drop, but whatever it was painful. Now Blackos looking to finish this one up. Top rope, here we go. It's dinner time. No! Big miscalculation there by John Blackos. And now big knee to the back. Matt Black has John right where he wants him. Kicking away at the Frenchman. John back on his feet. Hold on, went for the comeback. Matt Black. Oh, hold on. Matt Black. Roland Blackos up. 2 and 3. Matt Black stealing the victory here in Paris. John Blackos losing in his own homecoming match. Because Matt Black stole the victory there with that roll-up. John clearly not happy. Jeff Garnett and Matt Black celebrating like the pieces of shit that they are. Just rubbing it in the face of John Black. Wait, hold on a second! Walter Scott coming out of nowhere and laying out Matt Black with the Great Scott elbow. Clearly still seething over his loss to Matt Black at Day of the Black Sun. And now John going up. We're going to see what we didn't see in this matchup. Blackos, it's dinner time in Paris. John getting the last laugh.
You don't see a microphone, do you? Well, raging redneck doesn't need a microphone to tell you. For those of you that don't know about GSF, you better make sure to get the F in right now. If not, you'll get your ass left behind.
I got a bad case, I'm turning it up. It's getting cold in here, so fire it up. I got a bad case, I'm turning it up. It's getting cold in here, so somebody fire it up. Come on and fire it I'm in love with the feeling of pressure to the ceiling. Wake up with intention to face my opposition. Get raw when it's time to lay it on the line to the world where we're taking it. Let the light shine like I got a bad case, I'm turning it up. It's getting cold in here, so fire it up. I got a bad case, I'm turning it up. It's getting cold in here, so somebody fire it up. Come on and fire it
Okay, let's make this shit quick, cause I want to get back to bed, but fucking, of course, ECF bothering me again last minute to do this quick interview for them. Whatever. You know, I'm not in the best of moods lately, obviously, with my recent losses since joining the Shotgun Conspiracy, who made it very clear that this was supposed to be an endeavor to help me. But it's okay. I'm going to bounce back from it. You know, little setbacks, they're fine. I had one huge accomplishment recently, and that's giving me a lot of momentum moving forward, especially here in ECF. And we have this Rumble coming up very soon that I'm going to get to finally be a part of. Not just me, though, because I'd like to make it very clear that myself and the rest of the Shotgun Conspiracy, we're all going to take over that Rumble. One of us is leaving with that opportunity of a lifetime to get that world title spot. And I'd love to be Phoenix 2 belts with 2 world titles around my title, around my waist, around my other title. Why the fuck not? I'd wrap both of them around it and showcase them as being the greatest world champion in call wrestling. Why not? But with that being said, I'm going to get back to my beauty sleep. And you all can go fuck yourself. Ta-ta. Farewell.
Nice jammies, Kenyon. Anyways, we are back. We just heard, unfortunately, from Kenyon Phoenix. But we've got ourselves another number 1 contendership match. The second one of the night this time. Tag Team Championship. Number 1 contender match. One of the teams in this match is the team coming out right now. The British Empire. Curtis Lupin on the left. Spencer Williams on the right. They are, of course, accompanied by Lydia. Well, we've seen Lydia compete fairly recently. It's been a bit since we've seen Lupin and Williams. You know, I mean, I might be forgetting something, but I think it's been since... Has it been since the Tag Team Invitational Tournament? I feel like that might have been the case. Of course, they made it to the semifinals back in that tournament, but were unsuccessful in taking home the title. They look to get back in their winning ways, and if they're able to take out Bad Dreams here tonight, they're going to do just that. Of course, we've seen a refocused Bad Dreams in recent weeks, trying to ditch a lot of those theatrics, focus more on the action in the ring, and it's led to some pretty good success. They did come up short to the debut of the returning, I should say, Black Lotus back at Day of the Black Sun. So both of these teams looking for a big boost. They're looking to take on the Blackout, Kevin Lennon, and the Shadow in the near future. But one's got to wonder, I mean, they got the Black Lotus lurking in the shadows. They've had a lot of big wins recently, but you got to imagine they're going to have, they're going to want a shot at the champions sooner rather than later. It's going to be a question of when they will decide to strike. But here it comes. Second team in this matchup. The team looking to once again become ECF World Tag Team Champions. Sal Jones, Sean Kingsley, Bad Dreams are in the building. As their shirts say, as that Titantron video said, they breathe car wrestling. If I remember correctly, I could be thinking wrong, but if I remember correctly, Bad Dreams were the team that fell short to the Blackout in the Blackout's first matchup. Of course, Sean Kingsley had to go at it by himself after being taken out backstage. Sal Jones was taken out backstage by the Riot Hounds. This was back at the Glorious Domination a couple months back of the lead up to Pride and Destruction. We saw that matchup. So if Bad Dreams are able to get this win, they might be able to get a rematch of sorts for that matchup. Now this match gonna begin. checking my notes, and you know, the British Empire also looking for revenge, because who was the team that eliminated them in that tournament? It's the Blackout. So both of these teams want another shot at landing in Shadow, and they're going to get it tonight. Well, one of them will. The other one is going to come out empty-handed. We'll have to go back to the drawing board and may have to completely reevaluate, you know, the status as teams. We've seen that happen recently with, you know, the KGC. They were on top of the world. Then Prime Destruction came. They were, you know, they showed their cards too quickly against Rush Hour. They were defeated, and they quickly fell apart after that. Now Lucas Washington, you know, is reported on the ECF website. ECF career came to an end after being viciously assaulted by the returning Aleki last week. His former partner Matthew Xavier are gonna be going one-on-one with Aleki later tonight in the Samoan Death Machine's return match. We're praying for Matthew Xavier there, but Curtis Lupin fighting off against Sal Jones. British Empire want back in the title picture. Now kicking away at Sal Jones is Curtis Lupin, the more flashy member of the British Empire. Spencer Williams more of the powerful one of the British tandem. Now he's got some type of leg lock applied to Sal Jones. Jones trying to escape the submission hold, able to roll out of it. Oh, got him in the corner. Now up and down for a power bomb. Bad Dreams, the only one of these two teams to have previously held those tag titles before. It's been a bit since they've held tag team gold, though. I mean, this reinvented version of the tandem seems to have them more focused. Big knee to the face by Sal Jones. They see this as a make or break point. You know, people have been doubting Bad Dreams since the beginning. Something tells me that if they aren't successful in gaining those tag titles, you know, that might be it. People have been saying that, you know, these are two guys that are destined for bright solo success, and some people believe that they are, you know, holding each other back with this tag team. British Empire clearly possibly agreeing with that, hitting that big double super kick, but Sal Jones able to get the shoulder up as Spencer Williams enters this matchup for the first time. And that's one edge the British Empire have over the Bad Dreams so far, as they've been able to tag out when needed. Sal Jones has been in this matchup the whole time, and now he's going to have to deal with the British Brute known as Spencer Williams. Got him up and down. I'm not sure if that was the same leg that Lupin was working on earlier in that submission hold, but either way, it's definitely not gonna be, you know, the equivalent of landing on a soft pillow, that's for sure. Spencer Williams got Jones in the corner, hits the big running bulldog, and Sal Jones needs to tag out to Sean Kingsley. I do not know why Jones is thinking that he can just take on the Empire himself. Now Spencer Williams got him up and down. Big belly to back slam there. Jones trying to get back in this one with the drop kick, and he's calling him up, looking for something big. Another big knee to the face, and now Jones got him in the corner, looking to make the tag to Kingsley. And now Kingsley legal in this matchup for the first time. Double elbow to the chest of Spencer Williams. And now the technical wizard known as Sean Kingsley is in this matchup for the first time. And he's calling up, missed big time on that diving headbutt. And now Spencer Williams got Kingsley right where he wants him. Oh no. Skull crushing finale. And it looks as though Sean Kingsley's first minute in this matchup might be his last. Goes for the cover. 2. Not enough. Kingsley able to kick out. And Bad Dreams are still in this one. British Empire now gotta think of a plan B to take down Bad Dreams. Kingsley firing back with those shots. Big knee. Another one. Now we're gonna finish it off with the Russian leg sweep that I've been told, get this, even your grandmother can do. Drop kick in the corner. And now he's firing himself up. Kingsley, big knee in the corner. And now Kingsley back in this matchup. Looking for something. He's second guessing himself. Kingsley, big knee to the face. And oh, hold on. In the corner, he's calling for it. Super kick. Cover now. Lupin able to get there, breaking up the pinfall. This matchup continues. And Kingsley now, is he looking for the Union knee? Oh, went for the Union knee, but he's blocked by Williams. Big knee to the face. Drops him right to the ground. And bruteness. And Spencer Williams up and down. And now Williams makes the tag to Curtis Lupin. And hold on a second. What do they have planned? Oh, they're going to be chasing the dragon after tonight. Lupin goes to the cover. Spencer Williams, 2. Not enough. Kingsley again able to kick out, and both members of the British Empire seem to be a little irritated that Kingsley was able to kick out of that tag team maneuver. Now Kingsley's got Lupin in his own corner. Kingsley up. Backflip. Ducks it. And went for the clothesline. Lupin was able to move out of the way. Now Curtis Lupin with a flurry of punches. And now gonna go for a suplex. Curtis going to the top rope. What is he thinking here? Big elbow connects from halfway across the ring. Could this be enough? Again, not enough. Kingsley able to kick out. And Lupin's got to be more than irritated at this point. They've thrown all they can at Bad Dreams. Kingsley able to get up one after another. Went for some kind of face buster there. Again, not enough. You gotta imagine Sean Kingsley might just be kicking out at pure instinct at this point. Lupin tagging in Spencer Williams. Maybe Williams will be able to finish the job where Lupin was unable to. Kingsley trying to get back in it. Big arm drag. And now Kingsley running, makes the tag to Sal Jones. What's Jones thinking? Well, he's going to fly. He connects with a big elbow. And will this be it? Lupin breaking the pinfall up. This one continues. Drops the knee. Jones got him up. What's he thinking? Sal Jones, hold on, here we go. Blue Thunderbomb. 1, 2, and again Lupin breaking up the pinfall. Now Sean Kingsley trying to take him out, and Jones, hold on, he's looking for something. Here we go. Jones, oh my God! He calls that the Thunder Kick. Is that going to be enough? And it is. Bad Dreams are going to the Rumble. They're going to take on the Blackout. And they're going to be looking to become two-time ECF Tag Team Champions. And you can tell they're pretty happy about this one. Jones and Kingsley, they breathe wrestling. And they're going to be wrestling the tag champs in just a few short weeks at Rumble or Riot 2. And Al Jones getting his twerk on here tonight. They mainly shafted the dancing, but they'll break it out on occasion. Tonight was very much worth it. And may have spoke too soon. The Blackout have entered the arena, and oh dear God, sound the alarm because the Shadow about to drop Sal Jones with that burning hammer. This is disgusting. The Blackout coming out of nowhere. And now they've got Sean Kingsley sending a message to their challengers coming up soon. Shatter Machine! Blackout sending a clear message. You won our titles. It's going to take a lot more than that to take them from us. Big message sent tonight by the Blackout. Great tag team match between two great tag teams. With the Blackout showing why that they are the tag team champs. But this is a match we're going to be seeing at the Rumble. Blackout, Bad Dreams, tag titles on the line.
Nobody pray for me, even a day for me. Yeah, yeah. Just went viral. Roy Strong, Polo, baby, in a spiral. Soprano say we like to keep it on a high note. It's levels to it, you and I know. Bitch, be humble. Sit down. 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 Be humble. Sit down.
Brandon, I should still be champion. And you just got lucky at the CPV. If it wasn't for Mason Kronik being in the match, you wouldn't even have had a chance of beating me. But it's okay. At the next show, we're in Australia. And what better place to kick your ass and put you away once and for all, Brandon James, than in your own country for the ECF Hardcore Championship.
We are back. Curtis Lupin clearly displeased with the result of that matchup. Him and Spencer Williams seem to be having a war of words. Wait, hold on! Curtis Lupin laying out his own tag partner. By the looks of it, his former tag team partner. Color me shocked. These two came into this company together. I thought that they were going to be a team that you wouldn't see break up, but now you just see Spencer Williams laying on the ground, washing the taste of Curtis Lupin's boot out of his mouth. Clearly we'll see more of this later, but here comes Matthew Xavier, and I gotta say, as much as I like to remain optimistic, and as much as I like to remain unbiased, and I am a fan of this man. I was a fan of his singles work. I was a fan of his work with the KGC. He's walking into his own grave by even attempting to challenge Aleki here tonight. Now, this match came up to play last week. Aleki made his return to ECF under the tutelage of his former manager Jack Venom, and KGC, at the time the current clients of Jack Venom Enterprises, were not pleased, ended their association with their former manager, and Aleki sent a message to them by just assaulting Lucas Washington in the locker rooms. Sent him straight through a flat screen television, and we're not going to be seeing Lucas Washington possibly ever again. And now here comes the madman, the Samoan Death Machine, the Samoan Wrecking Ball, Aleki. For those unfamiliar with Aleki, this was a force in our first season ECF, a former member of Cape Fear. Of course, he's got some issues with David Sandman, another man that he just viciously assaulted last week, put him through a table in the middle of the ring. And now Aleki with the second boot in a row to Matthew Xavier, and we're seeing him compete for the first time in years here. And ECF a third big boot. Just call the damn match off. I don't know if I can take this much heartbreak. The British Empire imploding before my very eyes. And now Matthew Xavier trying to get in this matchup, going to the top rope, looking to land something, but Aleki far too quick for this poor young man. Oh no. Here got superplex. And Aleki hasn't even taken off his gear, his riot gear, that beanie. Now, oh dear God, wait, hold on. Oh, big jab right to the throat, and a jumping bulldog by the Samoan Death Machine. This is a man that I don't think anyone is going to want to mess with in this company now that he has made his return, and sending Xavier to the outside and just reeling in pain after just a few short minutes in the ring with this beast. It's looking as though, you never know, Matthew Xavier could make a comeback and he could win this matchup. God, that would be the biggest upset ever, but by the looks of it, it looks as though Xavier is going to be joining his tag team partner Lucas Washington in the ER after this just massacre that Aleki is unleashing here in this ring. Oh my God, just blow after blow. Xavier, still the fighting spirit in this man. Swinging neckbreaker, able to get Aleki down. And could this be it? Is this the opportunity Xavier needs to get back in this? And shoulder tackle to the ground. And Matthew Xavier, oh my God, now Aleki going to the top rope. Jesus Christ. Oh my God, what a splash. And that's it. Big man splash from the top rope. And Aleki looking at his first victory back here in ECF. Crushing defeat from Matthew Xavier's Aleki, just ran bulldozed right through him in the ring. Didn't even look like he broke a sweat. I fear for the health and well-being of anyone that wants to step in the ring with this man. And now Aleki looking to finish it off further. Jack Venom handing a chair to Aleki, trying to take down the... This is disgusting. Venom was almost like a father figure to Xavier, but David Salmon now coming into the ring, coming to the aid of Xavier. Last week, Aleki made an enemy in David Salmon, and tonight, David Salmon has come for his payback.
Select the one to fight with, get it on. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Pick and choose the right one, get it on. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, yeah. Select the one to fight with, get it on. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Yes, sir. Pick and choose the right one, get it on. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It's time for you to get into the character. You hit or lose or hit or win, I'm only asking you. Either you beat him or you beat him like an amateur. Either you drive or you get driven like a passenger. The fight's around the corner, so pick the one you want to. Represent you and go head to head with your opponent. Feel it in the air, tension is electric. The glory's imminent, this is something epic. It's for one of you, so what you gonna do? When your enemy is standing right in front of you, are you gonna lose or are you gonna prove to everyone that never thought you win that you can rule? Cause everything is in your hands, you control it. And everything that is the past, it is over. This is now, this is everything that is. So you better make the right pick. Select the one to fight with, get it on. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Pick and choose the right one, get it on. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Select the one to fight with, get it on. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Pick and choose the right one, get it on. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Gentlemen, my name is Jared Extreme, the voice of ECF, and I am backstage now, waiting to hear from the ECF Undisputed Champion, Jeff Garnett. Now, Jeff, last week we found out the identity of your newest challenger for the ECF Undisputed Championship. At Rumble or Riot 2, you will be facing the man once known as the living legend, Phil Bradshaw. Now, you two have some history with each other. If we want to go back to ECF Hell or High Water, Phil Bradshaw was in a #1 contendership match for the Intercontinental Championship with Vinny Spirelli, and you came out there near the end of the match and you distracted Phil and cost him the win. And from that point on, we didn't hear from Phil Bradshaw for weeks. He walked away. That came as a very sudden act for some people. Can you just explain to me and to the ECF audience why you did what you did to Phil Bradshaw, why you targeted Phil Bradshaw in that way? And do you think that Phil Bradshaw returning and becoming the #1 contender is some form of karma coming to collect? First off, when you speak to the champion, don't talk to me in such a condescending way, Jared. I see what you're getting at. You want me to reveal why I did what I did to Phil Bradshaw. You want me to do the generic evil cliche villain thing and explain my actions to you. You know what? Normally I wouldn't, but I'll give you a little treat. I'll take your little bone that you're giving me, and I'll humor you. You see, Phil Bradshaw, for years and years and years, talked about one thing and one thing only. He wanted to talk about his historic 6-year undisputed championship reign where he held the company on his back. You heard that earlier tonight. He said it in every promo he's ever cut. But the thing is, that offends me, Jared. It offends me. Do you want to know why it offends me, Jared? Why? Why does it offend you? The reason it offends me is because he had to say the words greatest undisputed champion of all time. When, correct me if I'm wrong, Jared, but you won't because you're too much of a pussy to do so. That's me. I'm the greatest undisputed champion of all time. This company hasn't been better since I become champion. I have brought this company to new heights. People know me as the face of this company. Bradshaw, you were the champion in those 6 years while we were running shows in frickin' armories, frickin' high school gyms. We weren't even on YouTube yet. This was before the YouTube era. The only taste of the Undisputed Championship reign that you have to these fans is the one night you held the title when we first had our first YouTube show, and you lost it in pathetic fashion. Phil Bradshaw, you called yourself the living legend. You now look at yourself as a hero to the Black Americans, the Black American youth. You call yourself bitter and serious. Ooh, I'm so spooked. It's nothing I haven't seen before. Whether you want to come out here in robes, whether you want to come out here and be a good family man, or whether you want to be this spooky, I'm pissed now guy, it doesn't matter. The fact of the matter is you're irrelevant. You're an old man, and I don't know if you heard this, I like to send old men to retirement homes, just like I did to Stephen Jones, just like I did to David Salmon, just like I did to David Salmon's engagement. And the thing is, I called myself the standard bearer of ECF, and I mean that. But I don't need Matt Black to beat you. I don't need Brittany Phaser to beat you. I can beat you by myself. Because the one thing you crave, and the one thing I hear from all of your useless bullshit, is you're just craving for someone to retire you. You are just living off the glory days of your title reign that nobody saw, while you're looking at the new young, the new fresh, the new hottest champion we've ever seen. And with one knee or one Garnet blast, I will put you in your grave, Phil. So at Rumble or Riot 2, it's going to go down as the great massacre of ECF. Because we're going to witness live murder on ECF TV, Phil. You're no hero. You're just an old man. And I will put an end to the living legend once and for all. For your time, Jeff. It's always a pleasure hearing from you. This is Jared Extreme. At Rumble or Riot 2, we will see Jeff Garnett taking on Phil Bradshaw for the ECF Undisputed Championship. Well, you just saw a pre-recorded interview I had with the Undisputed Champion earlier today. Sees Phil Bradshaw as nothing more than an old man. But now we've got another match with serious implications for Rumble or Riot 2. This woman right here, Jenn, is going to take on the All-Stars Miss Money in the Bank, Margot. Speak of the devil. Margot not even looking to waste time for Jenn to get to the ring as she's immediately taking her out on the entrance ramp. Whoever is victorious in this matchup is going to be inserted into the matchup between Akira Suzuki and Elisa Montoya for the Women's Championship at that event. Margot wasted no time taking out Jenn. And it's looking like Margot might be the one to get back in the match. Of course, Margot unsuccessful in taking that title from Elisa Montoya at Day of the Black Sun. Looking for another shot at that gold. She very well could be that. And of course, if she's unsuccessful there, if she manages to defeat Jenn here tonight, she's got another golden opportunity in the form of that Money in the Bank briefcase. She can cash in here in ECF. She can cash in any promotion. She can cash in for that All Stars Women's Championship if she wants to. Margot just rubbing it in the face of these ECF fans. The protege of Kenyan Phoenix. That's enough of a reason to hate someone right there, just being associated with that bald fuck right there. But Margot has shown some prominence in the ring, almost a prodigy of sorts. In just her rookie season, she was able to get women's championship opportunities. She made it very far in the Galaxia tournament over New Dawn Pro, and won the All Stars Money in the Bank briefcase. All in her first 12 months as an active in-ring competitor. And now Jenn trying to get some steam back in this matchup, going for a big superplex. We've seen some big superplexes tonight. We saw Mason Kronik put Syntax through a table with one. We just saw a massive one that Aleki gave to Matthew Xavier in our last contact. Jenn continuing that and diving halfway across the ring to deliver that Hurricane Rana. Going for the cover. Only getting a 1 count. Margot able to stick into this matchup. Big knee to the face. Jenn clearly frustrated at the dirty tactics Margot utilized by jumping her at the entrance ramp before the match even began. And if you know Jenn's pissed that someone's going dirty, that's saying something. Jenn is one of the dirtiest players in the game. Oh my god. Jenn's got to be furious right now. I don't think I've seen Jenn this angry since someone refused to tip someone at a restaurant. A New York restaurant, to be precise. And Margot clapped right in the face. And she's got that Mutilock locked in. But Jenn able to grab the ropes. Big kick to the back. And Margot is just rubbing it in the face of Jenn right now. And for Margot, she wants another shot at the title, and she would get there by any means necessary. And I don't necessarily approve of her tactics. But she feels that that's the way she needs to get the job done. Big Hurricane Rana again by Jenn. I believe that's the third one of this matchup. Jenn's doing a pretty good job of trying to get back into this one. Scoop Slam City there from Jenn. Now Margot looks to be in a little bit of pain. This could be what Jenn needs to get back into this one. Big knee in the corner. Follows it up with the unprettier. And Margot goes down. Jenn gonna try to finish this off. She's thinking bitch fit here. Margot throwing her off. Oh, kick to the gut, and here we go. Margot now going for her pump handle suplex. Pump handle goddess is Margot, and she's bought herself another shot at that women's championship. So now not only does Eliza Montoya need to worry about Akira Suzuki at the Rumble, she's got to worry about Margot once again. Big triple threat match at the Rumble. Brooklyn, that's looking up to be one hell of a card. Dirty win from Margot, but a big statement.
The
last week, I had my one shot, my one opportunity I needed to get back to the Undisputed Championship, to get my revenge on Jeff Garnett. And I failed. I lost, I'll admit it. I'm never one to be afraid to admit defeat. But this journey isn't over. See, it's a bit of a longer journey, but I've never been one to take shortcuts. I am officially announcing myself as an entrant into the Extreme Rumble, and I will finally take my place as the rightful number one contender. Because I will get my hands on Jeff Garnett, and I will win the Extreme Rumble. Well, we now know the name of another entrant in the Extreme Rumble match, and his name is the Texas Star Stephen Jones. Determined to get another shot at his old friend Jeff Garnett. But now, here comes the man of mystery, the master of, as he refers to it, drunken kung fu. It's KGD. And tonight he's going up against the premier athlete, Ryan Brooks. Of course, this matchup came to be last week after Ryan Brooks once again assaulting his former tag partner, former mentor, Jet Fusion. KGD stared him down backstage and looked like they were going to come to blows, but Brooks ended up walking away, and now Commissioner Chris Simmons booked this matchup between Brooks and KGD here tonight. KGD, of course, always looking for a fight. One of the most, I guess you can say, hostile is not the right word, but you definitely don't want to pick a fight with KGD, that's for sure. And here comes a man that, quite frankly, doesn't care. A man who's embraced a whole new attitude based around the fact that he simply believes he is the best in that ring today. It's Ryan Brooks, the premier athlete. Last week, Brooks ended up powerbombing Jet Fusion through the window of a car, the front windshield. Fusion, of course, suffered an injury in that attack, will be out of action for a number of weeks. You gotta imagine Brooks is feeling pretty good about that since his recent betrayal of his former partner. But tonight is Brooks' first real test as a singles competitor. Last week made quick work of Alejandro Rodriguez, and not to throw shade at Rodriguez, but KGD is more of an equal challenge to Brooks in the ring. There's KGD, another man that's been very hungry for an opportunity at singles gold. Tried multiple times this season to get a shot at the light heavyweight championship to no avail. A couple shots at the hardcore championship as well. But Ryan Brooks, I mean, it doesn't matter what belt he wants. He just wants a title around his waist. Both men, I believe, will be also competing. Ryan Brooks, at least, is definitely confirmed for the Extreme Rumble, and I gotta imagine KGD will soon announce his intentions to do the same. And KGD going after him with a flurry of kicks. KGD, oh my god, another roundhouse kick to the face. KGD putting Brooks in his place right as the bell rings, showing the premier athlete who's boss, but now Brooks firing back at him, knee in the corner, follows it up with a bulldog. That's vintage Ryan Brooks there. And just taunting KGD right now. Now Brooks, flurry of punches, and another, it takes him out with a clothesline. Just yelling at him to get up. He's not done with KGD. Brooks clotheslines him out of the ring. Now what is Brooks looking to do? Whips him into the guardrail. And again, and now Brooks just spine first goes KGD into the edge of that guardrail. Seen a more vicious, more calculated side of Ryan Brooks ever since he broke up the Ryan Hounds like a day of the Black Sun. Oh, and Brooks head ricocheting right off that post courtesy of KGD. What's he thinking? Diving knee to the outside. Got him back in the ring. And he's just, whoa, he just spits some mist in the direction of Brooks. Follows it up with an uppercut and a flying mist to his hand, jab to the face, and again with that mist. We've seen this before now with the green mist-soaked mandible claw to the face, trying to choke out. Brooks fouls it up with the STO, but Brooks getting his feet on the ropes, breaking up that pinfall, and KGD's just laughing at Brooks. He's laughing at him. That's what KGD brings to the table, kicks him down, missed on the kick, and now Brooks, shot to the back and takes him out with a clothesline. Brooks, what's he thinking? You gotta imagine his vision might be a little bit impaired due to that poison mist. Just yelling at KGD, and now he's looking to put him to sleep, perhaps. Crucifix pin, but didn't end up going for the pinfall. Takes him down with a crucifix takedown. KGD up against the ropes, and he's just trying to choke him out on the ring ropes, and if he would have kept going there, the referee might have had to break that up. Getting dangerously close to a count of 5, and now he's wrenching the head and neck of the Chicago Badass, throwing him to the ground, and just taunting him while he's down. The arrogance of the premier athlete. Kicks him down, and oh, I think I know where this is going. The double knee smash in the corner. And normally follows this one up. Got him up top. And drops him down for the GTS. That's got to be it. Cover 1, 2. Not enough. KGD staying in this one. The GTS knee smash combo not enough to put down KGD. Now what's Brooks thinking? Got him up top. Super kick in between the legs and fouls it up with a double stomp to the chest. The unique in-ring style of Ryan Brooks. That's why he once called himself the best of the rest. Because of stuff like that he can do inside this squared circle, like him or not. And now with a punch after punch, takes him down with the clothesline. It's the second time we've seen that combo in this match so far tonight. And he's calling for the end. What's he thinking? Is he thinking another GTS? Is he thinking hammerlock DDT? But KGD not allowing him to hit anything. And now here we go. KGD suplex stunner. Out of nowhere with the stunner, but Brooks able to stay near the ropes, and this matchup continues. If Brooks was anywhere else in the ring, that easily could have been a 3 count. Now KGD stuns Brooks out of the ring, follows it up. What's he thinking here? And KGD with the moonstop. Taking Old Yeller out back is KGD. And now he's bringing Brooks' lifeless body back into the ring. Gotta imagine he's gonna go for the, oh, hold on. Got the mist. Once again, what is he thinking? Oh, and an uppercut with that mist-soaked fist. Big super kick to the face. KGD maybe going up top. Is he thinking Eclipse? Instead, went to drop the knee, but Brooks moved out of the way, and now Brooks capitalizing. Here we go. Hammerlock DDT. And that might be it here. 1, 2, and no! KGD stays in this. This matchup continues. Brooks got to be shocked ever since he's introduced that Hammerlock DDT into his offense. Very few people have been able to kick out. Looks for the Fury of punches, clearly upset that KGD was able to kick out. KGD now rolling Brooks up. Here we go. 1, catching him by surprise, and he's got him. KGD pulling a fast one on Ryan Brooks, stealing a victory here tonight in Paris. And KGD is loving every minute of it. Brooks is pissed off. But you gotta imagine that this is not the end between these two. KGD coming out with a victory here tonight.
Welcome to Call All Stars.
Ladies and gentlemen, good evening. You've seen that seeing is believing. Your ears and your eyes will be bleeding. Please check to see if you're still breathing. Do you want it? Do you need it? Let me hear it. Ladies and gentlemen, do you want it? Do you need it? Let me hear it.
Those of you who did not see the last ECF show, you may be wondering who I am. Well, if you don't know who I am, well, now you know. My name is Jeffrey Albritton, the black son of Call Wrestling and the future of ECF. Now, a lot of people may be having little expectations for what Jeffrey Albritton's capable of. But see, I have an announcement to make. I'm entering in this year's Rumble, and I'm winning the damn thing. Because it's about time that Jeffrey Albritton made a name for himself. It's about time Jeffrey Albritton got his foot in the door. And this will probably be my redemption moment for that poor excuse of a performance back on the last episode of ECF. Because I know I'm better than that. And at the Rumble, I'm going to prove it, no matter what spot I end up in.
Welcome back. And it's time. Oh, it's time for the world's greatest everything. It's Kevin Cross, the #1 contender for the Intercontinental Championship. Of course, Cross at the Rumble will be going up against Caius for that title, but tonight he's got a date in the middle of the ring with Tyrese Williams, the heavy of a man that Kevin Cross has been crossing paths with recently, Vinny the Show Spirelli. Cross and Caius, I mean, there's a little bit of a respect between those two. I wouldn't necessarily call them friends, but I wouldn't call them enemies either. But one thing they've been united in is their disdain for Spirelli and Williams. Spirelli, of course, was defeated by Caius back at Day of the Black Sun. But he hasn't seemed to move on yet. He wants the Intercontinental title. He's been going after both Cross and Caius. He wants to be inserted into that matchup. As of right now, it is still a one-on-one match between Caius and Cross, but you gotta imagine if Tyrese Williams is able to put away Kevin Cross, that might, curry some favor towards Spirelli getting inserted into that matchup and making it a triple threat. Many people saying that the elimination of Tyrese Williams from the picture by Caius after Caius took him out backstage was what led to Caius being able to successfully retain the Intercontinental title back at Day of the Black Sun. Last week, of course, Caius retaining the IC title against Tyrese Williams. We did see Kevin Cross come to the aid of the champion after Sprelly and Williams were looking to beat him down. And there was a little bit of a stare down. Caius ended up leaving the ring. So there is a little bit of tension between the challenger and the champion. Tonight we're going to see if Kevin Cross can take down the big man, the bodyguard of Vinny Sprelly, Tyrese Williams, here tonight, and gain even more momentum going forward, going into the Rumble. And Tyrese just talking trash, and Kevin Cross getting back in Tyrese's face, and floors him with a clothesline. Not many people hit harder than Tyrese Williams, that's for sure. Doesn't often get in the ring, but when he does, it's to bring the pain for those opposing. Vinny Sprelly drops him right down with that pop-up. I don't even know what that pop-up mat slam there. And Kevin Cross chopping away, big kicks. Trying to do what he can to take the big man down. Blue Thez press. And he's all over Tyrese right now. God, no. Cross knees to the back. Fouls it up with a reverse DDT. It's like kneeing a big sequoia tree. Tyrese able to get out of that. Now Kevin trapping him in a submission, raining down the elbows to the big man, and now goes for a half Boston Crab. Trying to get a submission victory over Tyrese Williams. Of course, Kevin Cross always got that deadly final Requiem submission hold up his sleeve. That's what tapped out the Punisher Fist back at Day of the Black Sun. But now Tyrese Williams, big headbutt. It's like getting hit in the head with a bowling ball. That elbow looking for the pin. Very cocky pin attempt by Kevin Cross getting up. Now Tyrese. Suplex. Again, you gotta wonder how different that matchup between Cross and Caius would be if Vinny Sprelly were inserted into it. I mean, you gotta imagine if Tyrese Williams is allowed at ringside, that not only gives Vinny the advantage of he doesn't need to pin the champion to win, but he would have, a manager that the other two wouldn't have. He'd have the added insurance policy. But Kevin Cross, a win over Tyrese would probably ensure that Vinny gets nowhere near that matchup at the Rumble. And now Cross senton back into the ring. What's Kevin looking to do here? Big knee to the face. And Tyrese goes crashing down. And he sure is hurting inside, that's for sure. And now Kevin, what's he thinking? Flips him back into the ring. Tyrese Williams over 300 pounds, and he just flipped him like that. And a big knee once again. Tyrese rolling out of the ring, catching his breath. But Kevin Cross not allowing that happen. Tope Suicida. Quickness of Kevin Cross. You can't catch your breath when you're in the ring with this man because he's always going to be one step ahead of you. Mental mastermind of Kevin Cross, and now Cross Rainmaker. But Vinny Sprelly getting in the face of Cross, not letting Kevin go for the pinfall. Causing the distraction, but Tyrese not able to get up in time. Clearly Took a lot of damage from that Rainmaker and a big punch right to the face. Was that a closed fist? I'm not sure, but Tyrese went down. Now he's going to the top. What's he thinking here? Kevin Cross missed on the elbow. And Tyrese taking him down. Now Tyrese, oh, smashing him right down. Just keeps talking trash and big running STO, flattening Kevin Cross. And he's just calling him up. He wants more. He's not done yet. Tyrese, running power slam. Goes for the cover. This could be at 1, 2. Not enough. The world's greatest everything staying in this matchup. And now Tyrese with a big splash. Dear God, that's gotta be it. No, but Cross kicking out. Flattened him. You got him potentially breaking a couple ribs. Tyrese is just taunting him. Telling him he should just stay down, give up. But now he's calling him up, looking for the end perhaps. Maybe for... Oh! What a flattening clothesline from Tyrese Williams. But Kevin trying to get back in this one. Still a little dazed from that big splash. Hold up, got him up on the middle rope and takes him down with a flatliner. Again, the strength of Cross, able to get a man of Tyrese's weight and stature up like that. And hits a big frog splash. This could be it. Not enough. Kevin used to finish people off with that frog splash in other promotions early in his career. But not enough to take down Tyrese Williams here in Paris. Big neck breaker by Cross. And now got some type of an armbar locked in. Again, trying for the submission victory. Just yanking the arm backwards. And in a way, it's not supposed to be moving, that's for sure. Tyrese finding a way to escape. Gotta imagine his arm's gotta be in some type of pain. After that, now Tyrese again flattening him in with that STO. And Kevin's he's fallen out of the ring, but Vinny Spirelli now throwing Cross back into the, come on. How is that, the referee, do your job, man. That should have been a DQ. Tyrese looking to win off this big power slam, but no, Cross staying in it. Another knee to the face. Tyrese Williams has Cross right where he wants him. But Kevin's staying in it, trying to take out Tyrese in any way he can. Another Rainmaker, second one of the matchup. But Cross again not going for the pinfall. Thinking he's going to have to do more than just that to get the victory. But Kevin got, oh my God, world's greatest finisher. But the fact that he can lift a man of Tyrese's stature up like that, and he's not done. What's he thinking here? I think he's got to do one more. A second world's greatest finisher. And that's going to be it. Kevin Cross with the victory here in Paris. Needing 2 of those big moves to take out Tyrese Williams, but it got Kevin the victory. An impressive performance from the world's greatest everything. Able to take out Tyrese Williams. Vinny went for the RKO, getting in the ring, but Tyrese takes him out. And now Spirelli and Williams are double teaming the #1 contender for the Intercontinental title, standing moonsault, I should say. And this, double punch to the face. This is a mugging. This is absolutely disgusting. And another double right hand from Spirelli and Williams. Tyrese getting him up. What's Tyrese thinking? Tyrese dropping him down for the House of Pain. And Spirelli, this is not good. Got him right where... RKO! This is absolutely disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. Vinny taking off the suit. Caius in the ring smashes Spirelli off with the belt. And Caius taking out Vinny Spirelli just as soon as he disrobed. And now we got a bit of a stare down between Caius and Cross. Cross back on his feet, but hold on, not for long! End of days! Standing tall in the end is the Intercontinental Champion Caius. Came to the aid of Cross, but sent the message. And it'll come to Rumble. We won't be friends. And I'm walking out still the ECF Intercontinental Champion.
Cindy the Clown!
Welcome back. Howling in Paris. But this is not on my notes for the night. I thought we were going to be going to Phil Bradshaw versus Fisk, but instead, AJ Drake is in the building. Gotta wonder. I mean, not just to compete in his street clothes here tonight. So maybe he'll be gracing us with his presence, have a few words for these ECF fans. Of course, Drake, the reason why both him and the Punisher Fisk were not able to walk out of Osaka, the #1 contender for the Undisputed Championship, is in the middle of that fatal 4-way match. AJ Drake speared him and Fisk through the guardrail, took both of them out. And, I mean, Fisk clearly wasn't too pleased about that. Reigniting this rivalry between AJ Drake and Fisk that dates back to our first season here. Faced each other several times, including a big Hell in a Cell match. Now let's see what AJ's got to say. Why I'm out here right now. I'm not scheduled to wrestle tonight. I wasn't even supposed to be here, but I showed up anyways because that's what I do. I show up every night to prove that I am the most amazing and astounding athlete there is in the Extreme Claw Federation. But I showed up and I was given a note. The commissioner walked up to me and said, AJ Drake, since you're here, why don't you cut a quick promo, come out there and say that you're joining the Extreme Rumble match. But I can't do that. No. As much as I'd like to enter the Rumble, as much as I'd like to get another shot at the Undisputed Championship, I just can't. And it's very rare of me, because all I've wanted for so long is my title back. That's all I've wanted. But something happened last week that made me realize maybe I don't want that right now. See, the one thing I do want right now is I want Fisk. I want to get my hands on the Punisher, and I want him bad. See, a bit of a history lesson for those unfamiliar. Me and Fisk last week, it wasn't the first time we faced each other. Hell, back at the Gold Rush tournament when I beat him for the Undisputed Championship in the finals, that wasn't even the last time. See, before then, it was a different story. It was a story of a rivalry where I couldn't get the job done. Our first season, as soon as Fisk stepped on the scene, he targeted me, he targeted my brother, and I lost every single time. And it got to the point where I couldn't take it anymore. My mental state deteriorated to the point where I didn't know who I was anymore. He made me lose my damn mind because I was so obsessed with beating the Punisher that it took over me and it turned me into someone I'm not. Whether it be six-man wars, singles action, Hell in a Cell, every single time Fisk got to me. And when I finally got that win over him at the Gold Rush tournament, I thought that was it. This chapter of my life is over. I can put it behind me and I can just move on to becoming the greatest undisputed champion of all time. But my demons are catching up to me. Just when I thought I was done with demons, just when I thought I buried Cape Fear 6 feet under, Fisk comes back. And I'm not going to let him destroy me again. I'm not going to let him manipulate me again and lose my mind over this bastard again. So I'm issuing the challenge right now. Fisk, you and me, one more time, Rumble or Riot 2. We're going to end this where we started it 1 year ago, and we're going to do this the right way. Fisk, I will beat you. I will prove to you that I am better than you. And I will finally, once and for all, get you out of my head. Whether you want to be the Punisher or the hero killer, it doesn't fucking matter. All that matters is AJ Drake. You know it. I know it. I'm better than you. So Fisk, what do you say? One more time. Let's do this. AJ Drake made it very clear. He wants the Punisher one more time at the Rumble. A lot of lights have gone out. Oh boy. I think I know who this is. And this is interesting. Insanio, one half of the Sins, and the brother, the older brother of AJ Drake, making his way to the ring. Of course, Insanio has his own history with Fisk. Fought alongside his brother against Fisk. Fought alone against Fisk last season for the former United States Championship. Insanio all too familiar with AJ's physical and mental war with Fisk over the years. He saw his brother deteriorate mentally, physically, turn into a person he didn't feel Drake truly was. We have the Sins on a united front. Insanio, I don't know, maybe he's looking to talk some sense into his brother. Think about what you're saying first. Do you remember what he did to you? Do you remember the pain that he put you through when he put you through that cell? Do you remember that, AJ? Do you remember what he did to us when he tore us apart? Do you remember that, AJ? Do you remember when he made you turn your back on these fans because you thought you couldn't get the job done anymore with what you were doing? Do you remember that, AJ? Well, I remember it. And I'm not about to let this happen to us again. Because we're brothers, AJ. No matter what our history tells us, no matter what wars we've gone through, Through thick and thin, we are brothers in arms, and I'm not about to let my baby brother do this again. AJ, I beg of you, for the love of God, do not do this again. Simply put, even though you got the win over him last time, simply put, Fisk has your number. And as much as I hate to admit it, with the war we were just in, we're not about to do this again, AJ. Please. I only ask one thing. Don't do it. Please. You might be right. You might be right. What am I can just enter the Rumble. I can win the Rumble. No. I'm sorry, brother. I can't. I need to put him away. I'm sorry. I need to do it. Because if I don't do it, I'm going to hate myself for the rest of my goddamn life. I'm sorry, Insanio. I'm sorry, brother. I'm sorry, Lucas. It's something I have to do. Gentlemen, we are back. Insanio in the parking lot, but oh no! Oh no! Oh dear God, no! Oh my God! Pop-up powerbomb on the floor. Fisk clearly not a fan of what Insanio had to say to AJ Drake. And now Fisk is gonna make Insanio pay for it. Sending a message to AJ Drake saying, you want me at the Rumble? You got me! Dear God! Someone call for some help. Insanio just got destroyed by Fisk backstage, all for simply trying to talk AJ Drake out of a fight with Fisk. We just saw what happened there, and now one man's gonna have to deal with Fisk in the ring, and that's Phil Bradshaw. Of course, the second time we've seen Fisk take someone out tonight, the first being this man himself, Phil Bradshaw. Of course, Fisk interrupted Bradshaw during a promo, came out, challenged him to a match, and then just laid him out with the Mjolnir's Wrath. Now Bradshaw must be incensed. He must be pissed. He wants a piece of the Punisher. Gotta imagine he was watching very closely backstage as he just witnessed that brutal assault Fisk gave to Insanio. But now I guess we do know. At Rumble or Riot 2, one more time, Fisk, AJ Drake will be going one-on-one. The old rivalry reignites. But I believe this matchup here is a first. I don't think we've ever seen Phil Bradshaw and the Punisher Fisk go one-on-one in an ECF ring. Bradshaw's first singles match since making his return. See, this is a preview for his date with Jeff Garnett coming up at the Rumble. But here comes this disgusting son of a bitch, the hero killer, the Punisher, the devil of car wrestling. It's Fisk. Probably just freshly wiping off the blood of a beaten down Insanio. Just look at this man. Just beats up someone backstage. Cracks a car window by powerbombing them through it. Doesn't even look phased. Just looks like another day at the office. That's all Fisk does, is punish, is destroy, is beat down. This man is a killer. And he just makes me sick! Ever since he's rechristened himself the hero killer, he's made it his personal goal to eradicate everyone that these fans consider to be role models, heroes, people they cheer for, people they look up to. Kevin Cross, AJ Drake, Insanio. And now you can add Phil Bradshaw to that list. This is a big first time ever here tonight. Bradshaw, Fisk, one-on-one. Let's go. Oh, and Fisk immediately starting off with a headbutt. He is out for blood here tonight. And now Fisk. Shot after shot, taking Bradshaw down. Bradshaw looks like he just got hit by a truck, and we're not even 30 seconds into this match. He's got him up. Looking for a power bomb. And drops him right down for the big power bomb. Bradshaw's back already in pieces. But Bradshaw fighting back. Chop. Big chop, and takes him out with a clothesline. Phil Bradshaw getting back in this one, and he's ready for a fight. He's not taking Fisk lightly, that's for sure. Bradshaw now drops him down. Bradshaw raining on Fisk with a parade of punches and picking him back up. But Fisk, elbow to the midsection, knee in the same area, just working down with those big kicks. And now Fisk going to the outside of the ring. So he got him on his shoulders and down for a big Samoan drop. And now what's Fisk thinking here? Got him up again, in position for a power bomb, and drops him down on the outside. Now there is some padding on the outside, but it's very thin padding. It's not like falling back first on a pile of pillows, that's for sure. Now Fisk, dear God, no. Running senton. Flattening Phil Bradshaw. Not enough. Phil able to kick out. This matchup continues. Fisk has been dominating for the big majority of this match. But Bradshaw getting back in this one. Just raining the punches down. Got him up and chucks him against the ropes. Now Bradshaw going to the top. What is he thinking of doing here? Connects with the big diving elbow. Got him on one knee, takes him back down. And hold on. Got a gator roll applied. Is from Orlando. That is Gator country. And big takes him down with the snapmare. But Fisk, forearm to the face. And now massive sidewalk slam. And that could have broken the sidewalk. And DDT! Again, this has been all Fisk so far. And got him in the corner, cocking his fist. It's Superman punch time, but no! Bradshaw catching him, reversing it, and big stunner by Phil Bradshaw. Just what he needed to get back into this matchup. 2, not enough. Fist kicking out. This one continues. Kick to the back. Bradshaw looking to try something else to try to take down the Punisher. Again, going for that gator roll. Trying to weaken Fisk here in Paris. Gets him into the corner. And what is Phil Bradshaw thinking? Got him up top. Uh-oh. I think I know where this is going. Dear God, no. Oh my God. Superplex to the outside, and Fisk's and Phil Bradshaw's backs must be in pieces right now after that. That is a brutal landing. Now Bradshaw, I would just go for the pin, try to put this one away. Fisk could be done for. 1, 2, not enough. Bradshaw soaking in the momentum these ECF fans are putting in his corner. It's a little bit of shades of the old, more cocky Phil Bradshaw. This is, of course, a more bitter, more pissed off Phil that we're used to seeing. Cannonball in the corner by Fisk, showing the agility of the big 260-pounder. Kicking him down, but Fisk dropping to one knee. Still clearly reeling from that superplex to the outside. But he's going up top anyways. What's this big son of a bitch thinking? Oh, senton from the top rope. Good Lord. Could that be it? Not enough. Fisk clearly pissed that Phil Bradshaw has stayed in this match this long, but Bradshaw seemed to have awoken some type of beast inside the living legend. What's Phil thinking here? Ducks him, and another big leaping clothesline followed by a kip up, and Phil Bradshaw is on fire right now. Calling him up. What's he thinking? Oh, here we go. Dropping him down for the rite of passage. Good Lord, is that enough? Not enough. Only a 2. Black Cat Phil Bradshaw trying to take him down, but Fisk, big clothesline. And what's he thinking? He's just talking shit, chatting shit in the face. Mjolnir's wrath once again. And Bradshaw looks to be out cold. It's the second time tonight he's been dealt with Mjolnir's wrath, and now Fisk looking to finish him off with the pop-up powerbomb. That's what did Insanio in backstage. This has got to be it. No! Somehow, some way, Phil Bradshaw is still alive. But Fisk clearly pissed. He's grabbing a chair. He doesn't care about any disqualifications. The referee taking the chair away from the Punisher. But Fisk still clearly pissed. Bradshaw trying to get back in this one. Big clothesline by Bradshaw. Now what's Phil thinking? Got him down. Final shot! And could this be it? Is Bradshaw about to put away the Punisher here tonight in Paris with the final shot? But no, Fisk too close to the ropes. Referee canceling the pinfall. And now spear in the corner from Bradshaw and a big running knee. Bradshaw, what's he thinking? You got going up top. What does he have in store? Oh my God! Leaping clothesline to the outside, taking out the Punisher. Now he's back in the ring. Phil Bradshaw trying to put away the Punisher once more. But Fisk not letting him capitalize on that big scoop slam. Now just choking him out. No care whatsoever for Phil Bradshaw's personal health. And now got a modified camel clutch, digging the fingers into the mouth and eyes of Phil Bradshaw. But Bradshaw able to sweep the legs, escape the submission hold, and continue this matchup here. Drops the elbow. And again, goes for the hat trick. Stunner for the second time in this match. And a big win over Bradshaw, over Fisk, I should say, would definitely put some momentum behind Phil Bradshaw as he looks to gain his second undisputed championship of his career in just a few short weeks at Rumble or Riot. But Fisk, powerbomb, here we go. Could this be it? 2! Not enough. Bradshaw having to roll onto the ring, but Fisk is going right after him. Oh, God, no. Dear God. We got a flying Punisher missed on the cannonball. And that could cost Fisk big time here tonight. Just punch after punch against the guardrail. Bradshaw taking advantage of the biggest misfire from Fisk so far in this matchup. And he's setting him up for something. What is this man thinking? Oh dear God! Bradshaw with the running big splash on the apron. His Fisk goes tumbling down. Bradshaw calling him up. This crowd is on fire here. What an electric matchup between two titans. Now Fisk. He tried it earlier. Is he going to go for it? Connects this time with a Superman punch. What's he going for? Fisk hits that dark void. It's it. No one has ever kicked out of the dark void, but Fisk instead dropping him with another sidewalk-breaking sidewalk slam. Bradshaw slow to get up. Really not used to the type of beatings Fisk brings in this ring. Another big clothesline from Phil Bradshaw. What's Bradshaw thinking? Oh, dear God, no. Fisk catching him midair for the choke slam. And that could very well be it for Bradshaw here tonight. Fisk looking to kill another hero here, but no! How the hell is this man still alive? How is he still in this match? Power bombs. Mjolnir's Wrath, that choke slam. But Phil Bradshaw's taken all of it, and he's still standing. Bradshaw scoop slams him down and calls him up again, trying to take every last breath out of the Punisher. And now here we go. Bradshaw got him up and down for the big ending. And could that be it? Bradshaw, is this it? Bradshaw gets a huge win over the Punisher here in Paris. The big ending was enough to seal the fate of Fisk and Phil Bradshaw. It's another big win on his road to the ECF Undisputed Championship. The Black Cat victorious here tonight in Paris. What a huge victory. What a matchup. That was one of the finer matchups I've ever had the privilege of calling. Fisk slow to get to his feet on the outside, but hold on, that's AJ Drake! AJ Drake clearly not happy! Big spear! Takes out the Punisher! Drake incensed that Fisk did what he did to his brother Insanio. AJ Drake sending a big, massive shot to the Punisher en route to the Rumble. Bradshaw still celebrating in the ring. Oh no. Jeff Garnett back in the ring, trying to get a sneak attack on Bradshaw. But Phil catching him off guard, taking him out. Bill Bradshaw is on fire. That better be worried, because at the Rumble, he's a marked man.
I hope this doesn't get copyrighted. Hey guys, I will be hosting the spokesperson audition for the new AWF commercial. So let's see what you guys got. Best of luck to all of you.
Okay, motherfuckers, I'm multi-time champion Mason Kronik, and I'm here to talk to you about some fucking anime.
This is an AWF commercial.
The fuck do you mean this is an AWF commercial?
I think I've heard this one before. Next.
Where should I star in the new AWF commercial? Let's be real. I'm the Big Mac, the Ben Hopkins brand. It's a Hopkins thing you wouldn't understand. I'm bloody great. So, you see, this is contract. It has my terms. It has my my working dates as well, and my fee. So I guess it's safe for me to finally get my money, right?
I'm gonna pass. Next.
Ladies and gentlemen, AWF, your favorite car wrestler is here. The Bo, ladies and gentlemen, the Bo, Sean O'Connor, myself.
Next.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Call Stars champion is in the AWF. Are you gonna join the hunt?
Whoa, 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 whoa. You mean to tell me you didn't ask your AWF World Heavyweight Champion to be your spokesperson? Man, I'm going back to ACCE. Shane Walsh would never do me like this.
Hey, how about you bitches shut the fuck up? I'm over here trying to watch some AWF. Fuck, man. Jeez.
Fans, in just a few short weeks, we will be heading to Brooklyn for Rumble or Riot 2. We've already got some huge matchups set so far, including the 2 men's and women's Extreme Rumble matches. And this is a big one. Just found out about it. Fisk will be taking on AJ Drake one more time to finally end this historic rivalry. Brandon James has a massive challenger up against him for the hardcore title, as he will be taking on the new Mason Kronik under hardcore rules. Will Kronik finally achieve the hardcore championship he's been seeking for? And here's another big one. Andrew Kelly just about to challenge for the All-Stars title, but he'll be defending that light heavyweight title at the Rumble against John Blackos. The Women's Championship defended in a triple threat match as Elisa Montoya takes on her biggest challenge yet in the form of Margot and Akira Suzuki. Tag titles will be on the line, as we just saw earlier tonight. The Blackout will be defending their titles for the first time against the Bad Dreams, Sal Jones and Sean Kingsley. Will Bad Dreams once again become tag champs, or will the Blackout retain? There's another one. Caius defending that Intercontinental title against Kevin Cross. We know Sprelly and Williams are leaking in the shadows. Will Caius walk out champ, or will Kevin Cross finally achieve championship gold? And here's another big one. After KGD's sneak win tonight, he will be taking on Ryan Brooks at the Rumble. In our main event, undisputed title on the line as Jeff Garnett defends against Phil Bradshaw. A more determined, a more bitter, a more pissed Phil Bradshaw. Will he dethrone Jeff Garnett's title reign, or will Garnett take on the veteran?
And now, without further ado, it's main event time.
But tonight, main event, here we go. Call All-Stars title on the line for the first time in ECF history as this rivalry between Brandon Wolfe and Andrew Kelly comes to a big concluding end here tonight in Paris. Light heavyweight title not on the line in this matchup. It's all about Brandon Wolfe's Call All-Stars Heavyweight Championship. It's the first of its kind here in ECF. Oh, geez, here we go again. The boycott Wolf movement making its way to Paris. Nah, Jesus, what is this? What on earth? Ah, of course. Andrew Kelly on his literal high pedestal here tonight. Clad in a robe, probably cost him a couple $1,000. The role model is here. The self-proclaimed man against bullies claims that Brandon Wolfe is the biggest bully there is. Is this really necessary, Kelly? Say what you will about the man, and I have plenty to say, but sure does know how to make an entrance. We've seen these two go head-to-head many times in the past. First, back at Pride and Destruction, where Andrew Kelly shocked the world and took Brandon Wolfe's light heavyweight championship from him, a title that he still holds to this day, wrapped around that waist right there. Faced off in a submissions count anywhere match back at Day of the Black Sun, where Andrew Kelly once again was able to retain that title against Brandon Wolfe. So Andrew Kelly's actually up 2-zip in this feud. But now the stakes are more high than ever. No holds barred. Call All-Stars title on the line. A title that Brandon Wolfe has defended all around the world for almost 2 years now, in dozens of different promotions, and each time he's walked out retaining that championship. Is Andrew Kelly going to play spoiler to that upcoming match at Call All-Stars 11? Brandon Wolfe will be defending against Ben Hopkins. As far as I know, this is Wolfe's last major stop before Call All-Stars. Just recently defended against Tyler Watson over in the American Wrestling Federation. Defended against Ryan Carroll, that piece of shit over in COH. Now Andrew Kelly just basking in the glory of these ECF fans. I mean, mainly boos, but as I've brought up in the past, he's managed to get some people in on this whole boycott Wolfe nonsense. Kelly does have a way with words. But here is the Call All-Stars champion. Oh, this is different. The last time I heard this music was back at Pride and Destruction. This can only mean one thing. Lights are down. The Wolves, they be howling. And Paris is about to witness the rebirth of a Night Wolf. Brandon Wolfe, the Night Wolf, is in the building. And you know the stakes are high when Brandon Wolfe brings the Night Wolf into action. And that, man, I mean, it makes sense. Wolfe has not been able to beat Andrew Kelly without this persona that Wolfe only brings out on certain certain big matches. Added extra advantage there. There's just a certain aura about the Night Wolf that just all of your attention goes towards him when he makes an entrance. It's the first time we've seen Wolfe become the Night Wolf in a very long time. Since the event is called The Howling in Paris, what better time to bring out the Night Wolf than your first Call All-Stars title defense in the Extreme Confederation? Look at that beauty right there. Call All-Stars Championship is on the line. Brandon Wolfe versus Andrew Kelly, Part 3. Who's going to walk out? Who's going to go on to Call All-Stars 11? Holding that title. Challenger Andrew Kelly, the role model, the king of the light heavyweight division. And in his mind, he's looking to walk into the Rumble double champion when he takes on John Blackos. There's his opponent, Brandon Wolfe. A man who right now doesn't really have a set path here in ECF. You gotta imagine maybe he'll enter the Rumble. Maybe he'll try to gain some, a new end game in that way. But tonight, he's focused on one thing, and that's retaining that Call All-Stars Championship at all costs. Referee holding that belt, saying what's on the line. Bell rings, here we go, no holds barred. Brandon Wolfe, Andrew Kelly, one more time here in Paris. And Wolfe howling like the Night Wolf, but Andrew Kelly having none of it, telling him to bring it on. And Wolfe out of the gate with an enziguri as this matchup begins. You know the hate between these two men is at an all-time high. Wolfe, it's very rare for him to admit, but he did admit his failure in being able to unsuccessfully regain the light heavyweight title. He thought Andrew Kelly was in his rear view, but Kelly came back and he wanted one more shot at Wolfe, but this time he said, you're not going to get that light heavyweight. Wolfe making a big mistake there. He said, Wolfe, you're not going to be able to get that light heavyweight title from me. Those days are done. I want something more. I want to take that Call All-Stars Championship from you. Because according to Andrew Kelly, he doesn't think Bully should deserve any form of gold or adulation. And he just shucks him across the ring. The light heavyweight champ goes to the top rope and drops the big leg drop. It's the first cover of the match, not enough. Gonna have to do more than that to take out the Night Wolf. This is our main event of the evening. We've already seen a great night of professional wrestling here tonight in Paris. In that last match we had between Phil Bradshaw and Fisk, and Wolfe again with another big miscalculation. Every time he's gone to the top rope so far, it hasn't ended well for the Night Wolf. As I was saying, that last match we saw That's the type of matchup that would be able to main event any show, any Fed. And we've got something bigger. We've got the Call All-Stars World title tonight. Northern Lights suplex with the bridge. Kelly not able to get the pinfall once again. Wolfe able to kick out. Big forearm smash in the corner. Kelly rocking the silver tights tonight. That's a bit of a new look for him. And that fancy robe in his entrance. But now looking to crack a steel chair over the skull of Wolfe. Wolfe having none of it. Big kick to the face. Of course, this is a no-holds-barred match, so any uses of that chair is perfectly legal. Now Wolfe takes him out with the chair. And now what's Wolfe thinking? Oh, he's looking to fly. Oh my goodness! Jumps right over those ropes and takes Andrew Kelly down with a big, big splash. And now swinging neck breaker. A Nightwolf in full force here tonight. He's going for another dive. Oh, big moonsault. Taking Andrew Kelly out. Brandon Wolfe on fire right now. And what's he thinking? Got him up and down for a gut-wrench powerbomb. Where's Wolfe taking? Where's he taking the role model? Does he have planned? He's got evil intentions. Draping him against the ring post and uh-oh. Oh dear God, Kelly, I would move if I were you, dear God! You might want to check that poor man for a concussion after that boot into the ring post from Brandon Wolfe. And now Wolfe's got a sledgehammer. Sledgehammer, it's a pretty symbolic. Sledgehammer did play a role, a factor in their last matchup back at Day of the Black Sun. And now Wolfe bringing some toys out of his toy box here tonight to bring more pain to Andrew Kelly. That's that sadistic edge that the Nightwolf brings him, and another shot to the skull, the dome of Andrew Kelly. And now what's Wolfe got in mind for Kelly? Ooh! I thought he was going to go for a back suplex, but a back suplex, I should say. Calls an audible. Touches him with a face buster. And Kelly is up. Taking the sledgehammer out of the equation for the time being. To Andrew Kelly, he probably thinks of that as a bullying tactic by Wolfe, knowing this son of a bitch. And oh, back suplex on the apron. Which, I don't know if you've heard, is the hardest part of the ring. The more you know. He's got him up against the guardrail. And whips him again, back and shoulder first, as Wolfe comes crashing down. Now what does AK have in mind for Wolfe throwing him against that ring post? A little bit of a revenge for that boot that Wolfe brought to the big shiniest of wizards from Andrew Kelly. Now he's got him up in the fireman's carry and down for that front slam. And Wolfe looks like as though he might have been busted open after being chucked into that ring post for the second time. And now Kelly just taunting him, waiting for another big blow, and Wolfe with the flurry of punches and shots, and what a beautiful lightning fast combination And now Wolfe for another gut-wrench powerbomb, and he just, dear God. Andrew Kelly's head just bounced right off those steel steps. Again, check this man for concussion. Wolfe not letting up. Big spear through the barricade. Crowd fired up for one hell of a main event here tonight. Andrew Kelly, I mean, the amount of damage he's taken to his head alone, the ring post boot, he's got powerbombed head first onto those the corner of those steel steps, and now Wolfe got him on his shoulders and down again for that front slam. Andrew Kelly's got to be not much life in the man right now. Again, bouncing his head off that ring post. And again into those steps. Brandon Wolfe having some fun with the role model right now. A little bit of payback from all he's brought, but Kelly able to move out of the way from that elbow drop. And now he's trying to get something going. And now they've made their way into the crowd, fighting amongst these fans. Big headbutt to the back. Andrew Kelly almost chucked someone into the fan right there. Andrew Kelly no care at all for these local Frenchmen. Knowing who he's up against a Frenchman. The Rumble, so France probably isn't Andrew Kelly's favorite country right now. Oh, and Wolfe with a big knee, trying to get back in there after being tossed around in the crowd by Andrew Kelly. And just chucks him. And now Brandon Wolfe gonna get him back in the ring, going up top, calling him up. What's Wolfe got in store? Big missile drop kick. Goes for the cover. 1, 2, not enough. And again, the Nightwolf howling to the moon. Trying to get these ECF fans fired up here in Paris. Now Wolfe, what's he got? Going for the missed on the clothesline in the corner. Now Andrew Kelly is fired up. Knee to the back. Ready in the corner. Oh, is that a knocking of Wolfe, but hits the honor roll. Andrew Kelly howling at the moon himself, goes for the cover, but Wolfe kicking out. Now Kelly grabbing that chair. What's this son of a bitch thinking? And now Kelly, cracks the chair over the skull of Brandon Wolfe. Another shot to the head, and now he's wedging it in the corner, thinking something devious here. Kelly, what's he got in mind? And I'm draped up against those ropes. And now Kelly jumping off, springboard European uppercut. Doing what he can to take the champion out, get one step closer, potentially taking that All-Stars title, and now this is something Wolfe is way too familiar with. He's got the sharpshooter locked in. This is what retained him that light heavyweight title back at Day of the Black Sun. And is Wolfe going to tap out? Is his title going to end in a submission victory? Are we going to see Andrew Kelly walk out All-Stars champion? Not letting up on that sharpshooter. But Wolfe trying to fight out, and he kicks him away. But slow to get back to his feet. Wolfe charging at him with that sledgehammer. And he's swinging like a madman, the Night Wolf. Using that sledgehammer. Doing whatever it takes to retain his gold. Stare down in the middle of the ring, but Kelly, not a fan of this stare down. And Wolfe, oh, hold on, he just, oh my God! Release suplex on that sledgehammer. Kelly landed back first, right on the wood part of that sledgehammer, and another big knee as Wolfe howls once again. And now, sucks to be you, Kelly. And now Wolfe looking to put this one away, capitalizing off that steel chair, and he hits the Wolfe howl. Is this enough? 1, 2, not enough. Kelly able to kick out of the Wolfe howl. And now Wolfe, another vintage Brandon Wolfe 450 splash. That's what won him the All Stars title in the first place. But he's not going for the pin. The Night Wolf wants to do more to Andrew Kelly. He wants to enjoy this, and now he's got another steel chair. Oh, Kelly getting the chair out of the picture for the time being. Shot to the back. Another one. And oh, here we go. Side effect on the sledgehammer. Saying 2 can play at that game. Now Kelly, what is he thinking here? Went for the side effect, and now in the corner he goes. Kelly throwing Wolfe to the outside. And going for a big drop kick. Through the bottom rope. Like a torpedo. Firing directly at the chest of Brandon Wolfe. Andrew Kelly looking to have some fun. Some fun with the Night Wolf. But it looks like his back may have given out on him. And now Wolfe taking advantage of that. Kelly clearly has suffered an injury or 2 in this matchup. That's what happens when you get in the ring with the Night Wolf. And now Brandon Wolfe got Kelly back in the ring. What's he calling him up? What's he got in store? Brandon Wolfe, big drop kick. And now what's Wolfe? Wolfe now looking to bring those steps into the picture once again. He's already dealt quite a bit of damage to Andrew Kelly utilizing those steel steps on the outside, but now they've entered the ring and he chucked it right at the knee of Andrew Kelly. And that was a bad landing. Northern Lights on the edge of it. Brandon Wolfe is just enjoying this, going for the 450, but Kelly moved out of the way, and Wolfe, that didn't look good. Wolfe may have clipped the edge of his head on the edge of those steps, and Kelly utilizing a DDT, and now wrenching the leg with that leg screw. Kelly grabbing those steps. What does AK want with those steps? Flying over a fallen Brandon Wolfe. Oh! Shot right to the face with those steps. And just, again, sending that steel into the body of Brandon Wolfe. Bringing him to the middle of the ring. What does Andrew Kelly want to do with those steel steps? Oh boy. Got him up for a power bomb now. Dear God, no, not on the steps. Andrew Kelly looking to end Brandon Wolfe's career here, but Brandon Wolfe fighting out of it. And now Brandon Wolfe got him up. Gut-wrench powerbomb once again. Brandon Wolfe able to reverse that power bomb. Now he's back in the driver's seat. And Wolfe, what is this? Ow, scoop slam on the steps! Dear God. Back first, Andrew Kelly. His spine might be in pieces. And here we go, the second Wolfe howl. Is this enough? 1, 2, and it is. The Nightwolf retains here in Paris. The Nightwolf will howl once more as the Call All-Stars champion. What a matchup. And finally, Brandon Wolfe is able to take out Andrew Kelly. And that means later this summer, Brandon Wolfe will be putting that title on the line against Ben Hopkins. Andrew Kelly, he's got to worry about one John Blackos. But he's got nothing to be ashamed of. He put in one hell of a performance. What a great matchup. And speaking of John, Blackos in the ring. Big dropkick takes out Andrew Kelly. And here we go, John Blackos. It's dinner time! The Energizer Frenchman making one last appearance tonight, sending a message to his opponent at Rumble or Riot 2. A little bit of revenge for last week for that attack. John Blackos sending one more message to the light heavyweight champion. He wants that title. He's coming for the role model. That's going to be it for the Howling in Paris here from ECF. I'm Jared Extreme. Thank you for joining us, and we will see you next week to continue our international tour.